What's up, guys? My name is Trilliam. I rap UV, DFO, and TLNT, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. My first light show was at Paradiso 2K13, and it was from this guy in the pit. I didn't really know him, but he just came up to me and just entered my world, and I was like, okay, I'll accept this. I'll accept this. I like lights, so it's gonna be awesome. And he's giving me a show, and he was not that good. Not so good at all. But, you know, that was the day that I said, I think I could do this. I think I could do this a little bit. But how the first actual time I ever saw like a figure eight was in 2nd grade, and they were doing the play Bye Bye Birdie, and for some reason it's like a 50s style like play, and they incorporated glow sticks and like breakdancing in it. I don't know how they did it, but that was the first time I saw a figure eight, and that's when I learned it. I actually named myself. I always thought like growing up that I was super like into hood shit and some R&B stuff, and so I just named myself Trillium, and just because my name's William, play on words. But after a while, I told my chiropractor, and I was like, hey, my name's Trillium, and he goes, Trillium? Huh, what does that mean? So he looks up Trill on Urban Dictionary, and 2 years after I was Trillium, I found out it meant trill means true and real. And that's what your boy means. That's what I stand for. Alright, so the first team I ever got on was TLNT. And me and my homie Caleb, aka Ocarina, we went to the river and to film some finger shows. And we saw some sketchy stuff by the river. There's a bunch of people like smoking crack down there, but no big deal. And we're filming the show, and he goes, so, you're not part of any teams. There's a few glovers in the local area, part of TLNT, and it goes across the country. And I go, what? So that's how I started with there. That's with TLNT. Second one was DFO, which I'm a co-captain with my brother Proto Noah, aka Slow Motion, aka Noah Top, and we were at Paradiso 2K15. Yes, 2K15, and we're throwing doubles all weekend, and we see dragonflies throughout the entire place, and we're like, this is awesome. Like, this must be a sign. But we didn't really do anything about it. And then we went home, and we kept seeing dragonflies. And we're like, so are we trying to start a team about dragonflies? And then that's how we got DFO. It used to be Dragonfly Order, the Dragonfly Order, but now it's Dragonfly Ordinance, and you can't fuck with that. You can't fuck with that. And funny enough, I was going on the street like with my Razor scooter, and I found ants just eating this dragonfly alive, and I'm like, no! So it ate the inside, but they kept the juice and the shell of the dragonfly. As another dragonfly walks in the room. And so that's DFO. And UV though, so how I got into that was pretty crazy. It was Face Melt Crew. It was me and like 7 other homies, and we got to go to Life in Color, and that was an awesome experience in itself. And there was like these little clues throughout the last few nights that I was just like, what the fuck are they talking about on Facebook? Like, they're just hinting at shit, and I was like, whatever. And it's right, it's Slander's set, and that's my favorite DJ. And they're like, hey Will, give Tyler a light show, right? And so I'm like, fuck yeah, why wouldn't I? And I see Nick filming it, and I'm throwing down on this show, and I remember specifically hearing the song Tear the Club Up by Hero Bust, and I won SGC to that song, so I was just like even more hyped. And then I'm done giving the show, and then I just get this shirt thrown at me, and I'm like, UV Trillium? And I just lose my shit, and it was just the most hype moment in just all of gloving history. So those are my 3 squads. And
oh yes.
I love him to death, man. How has gloving changed my life? How hasn't it changed my life is more like it. Before gloving, I didn't really have direction. I didn't really have a passion that I wanted to do and make my art better every single week, every single day of my life, every minute that I can. And I've always been creative. I cut hair. I do a bunch of other things, but I never thought myself as an artist because I thought that just meant pen and paper. But there's so many different canvases, and I'm a man of my hands. What can I say? I'm a lot better at school. I'm a lot better at work. Because now instead of like being absent-minded doing other things, I can just be absent-minded within my hands. And it's like, the best quote I've ever heard was, I've unlocked so much of the universe just by unlocking my fingertips. And I was like, fuck yeah. Favorite gloving setup? Oh. So, I would say my favorite gloving setup would be, on the Aethers, there's Hyperloop. And it cycles from color to color, and it's on hyper, what is it? Hyperstrobe? Yeah, Hyperstrobe. And it cycles from color to color, and I programmed it so at like the end of the 15-second loop, the lights just turn off. And your person is just like, oh, okay, the show's over. The lights come back on, you have their full attention, then you go straight into fucking dogs. And you wreck them. And you wreck them so hard, and you choose a color that's evil, like purple, or red, or maybe some deep blues, and maybe some magentas. But you wreck them. That's all you do. Like I said, I've been cutting hair since 8th grade, self-taught. I wreck shit with that. I play Super Smash Bros, Melee, Marth, Sheik, Falco, Fox. Longboarding. I'm in the process of sliding this summer, so be on the lookout for that. Basketball. And fashion. I love fashion. It'll be like, I'll have to say my favorite gloving memory is sharing the most crazy kiss of my entire life at What the Festival, and we're sharing this intimate dance, and I didn't even know her name, we didn't even speak, and in the middle of it, she pulls a finger roll, and I just go, life's over, let's just let him go. That shit doesn't happen in real life.
What the fuck is this thing
So yeah, favorite gloving moment.
I've got one with Will to add to the profile. Will, at the same festival, Will and I were doing a tabletop. There was a pool stage, and we went for, there were 3 pools in the stage, and we did a tabletop in the first stage, and then a tabletop in the second stage, and that third stage, we were fucking killing it. We were just wrecking with the tabletop. We started doing liquid and just melded in that pool stage, and when we were done, like, we totally lost track of what was going on. We stepped back, and like half of the pool stage, like at least 30 people, 40 people, just were like all in applause, standing ovation, just cheering for us. The entire pool area around us had cleared. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was hyped as fuck. Oh, okay. No one's ever died. I've sent people to the hospital for unrelated injuries, but it was at EDC 2015, and I'm giving this gal a light show. She's dressed up with it so you could see like the outline of her. I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm giving her the light show, and she goes, you know what would go perfect with this? If someone was fingering me right now. And that's when shit went from 0 to 100. I didn't understand it, but she kept explaining to me, yeah, so if you're giving a light show to a couple, tell the boyfriend to start stroking her clit. And I'm like, what? And I'm still just melting her face. But this conversation just got out of hand. So that is the craziest memory of ever. I'm gonna say shout out to Shout out to Petrichor.
Yeah.
He is on DFO, and I've seen him from day one, and he's moved the fuck up on his shit. And I would also like a huge shout out to all the newbies. Like, you guys are what make me want to keep gloving. Like, are you kidding me? And I love helping every single person, even if you're just waving your hands. You hype me up, and I learn concepts from you. So, just do you, baby. This is UV Trillium, and enjoy the light show.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Like, I started to make level stuff, right? Because I need a rough, like a spacing club to perform while not taking up a lot of space. I've been supporting off and on for like a year. So what do you do? Are you trying to get into double?
I'm the same way. I had a but they have like what I can
I recommend the break the brain. Fucking voice of six. Voice of six. Voice of six. Double tap. You have to stay on the parade. Well, like, you get the pop. So here goes.
very, very good concept. You actually can have you're not very slow. It's stuff that's so interesting. That's what I'm saying. And boxes that we're making flow is what I don't want to move around with.
Your story is nice.
Flails
I can just do it like this.
got like a lot of practice.
You have to like stab. You're stabbing this like that, right? There's only
Started when I was 17. So what I've been practicing is
you'll always be on or line. And that's not bad. It's pretty much